My mom said those birds they come in couple. It took Goethe is a prophet for he was like Hegel. uh, they they say in this book in history of philosophy, it says in this book the history of philosophy, they say Hegel was for the Germans what Moses was for his people, for his people. He was a prophet like creator. And Goethe also was like this. Goethe wrote Faust. The devil makes a pact. And this is the story of, it is actually a biblical story. I God say Faust is the devil. He's the devil. He's the fallen angel. There are 7 fallen angels. They they defied. Actually, this is also in Islam. They say ash-shayateen, they are divided into 5 or 7 categories. Devils are divided into, in Christianity they say the 7 fallen angels. They say 7 fallen angels because the devil Satan, he is adversary. In this book he says what is the meaning. It says what is the meaning of the devil. What is the meaning in this book? What is the meaning of the devil? The devil is somebody who defies Satan. Shaitan, it says it comes from the same root. يعني اللي هو origin of the words, it comes from the same يعني same root. Shaitan, Satan. So in from the when it اللي هو language, when you are studying the language. So Satan is somebody who defied God. He defied God. It is an adversary. So he says Hegel was to the Germans, and Goethe also was like that. He wrote Faust. Goethe wrote Faust in 70. He wrote Goethe in 70 years. He wrote Goethe in 70 years. They are forcing evil upon me. Is stuff that I don't give a damn about. My mom is saying about the books garbage. Musk said no work, no universe, and they are using even black magic, and they are forcing everybody on sexual slavery. And they say clans and the X and Z, they reached a deal. What is this? You ruined an innocent being, so you make their bodies spare parts to X and Z. And our house looks like a grave. It doesn't look like a house, particularly a room of my mom. She doesn't use any body lotions. She doesn't. They told her do this. I don't know who ordered her to do. Those who coerce people into evil. And the maid was instructing. She was, because she's using black magic. She was threatening me this morning, along with the neighborhood. And this neighborhood who raped me were making sounds of the baby, because everybody bends their back there and they shout and scream, yes sir, whatever you say I will be doing. And they are using black magic, coercing everybody into sexual slavery. And they say open the door and let everybody do this and that to you. And if you know in the middle of the night, they do something, this neighborhood, and they come in cars and they take people to a place, this neighborhood, Musabbihi, the president, and the mosques, and Ismail, they work in intelligence, security, they kidnap the people. Saad Musa, along with the other clans, this neighborhood, the mosques, they take the people in the middle of the night to She knows. الميد knows. And she is laughing hysterically. She works for those people. They come and take the people in the middle of the night after injecting them with something, and they return them, and they give them something that erases your memory. You will never know. They raped them. They did this to me. And the following day, you will not remember what occurred the earlier day. They erase it from you. It is via the local and international security and the sheikhs the next and they say mulk yamin. They say sexual slavery is halal in Islam. There is something called the mulk yamin. It is someone who is fucked by the sheikhs and the security and the billionaires the next and Imagine they are fabricating the religion for their deviance, لانحرافهم, for their deviance, and they take the people in the cars and they throw you in your room, and the following day you don't remember what occurred the previous day. It is erased. Even the previous earlier days are erased from your memory. They are doing this jointly, and she works for. She is threatening me. They are saying it is black magic, and it is not black magic. They put in the mirror that it is bought with the bedroom. They put an orphan came from the mosque with an axe. Whom refuses al-haram, we will be stabbing them, hanging them, cutting their necks, doing this and that to them. And this is something greater than black magic. And even if you rub yourself with a magic oil, with the magic black magic oils, with the black magic oils, it will never work. It will never work. We love a little girl called Ali and her mom. Everybody and X and Z. Those are they are coercing everybody into sexual slavery, and they are organ harvesters. They are organ harvesters. They are committing crimes against humanity, against me. A little baby I came, she was in I don't, she and her father even, they tried to kill me with the military, with the security, with the intelligence. A little girl, the entire family and the relatives and everybody is like that. I went to visit her mom, and the neighbors would chase me, and they say, don't go to them. They are our beloveds and darlings. And they made them in 10 years. In 50 years, I'm unable to find the job, finish my university, and have any life of any kind. She refurnished her house, and she brought all her furniture from Japan, and Saudi Arabia, and the Middle East, and United Kingdom, and USA. And her kid is about to go to the university. 50 years among the Muslims, with the Jews, with the Christians, even my university, I am unable to finish it. What they were plotting together. And everybody had ants in their homes. The Muslims, and the Jews and the Christians, they made a decree. الأنت الخالة أو العمة will be sold into trafficking. Everybody, my brother is saying, the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians, they said, don't you have, there is bones even in our refrigerator. Kidneys, I don't know, stuff we unheard of. The Muslims and the Jews and the Christians, they said, don't you have bones to eat? Eat the ant, eat the bones. Don't you have bones and the ant? Ever came across something like that? And he gives me death threats. All of them, they are a bunch of criminals. Along with this neighborhood, nobody beats them, nobody does anything to them. And they fart, all of them, they fart in my face. They talk about a penis bees. We will make you vanish like a fart. Everybody farts in my face. And she is standing in a place where this little child that have become the beloved of the sheikhs, she's writing stuff there, sitting there, and she is studying. They want, they are committing crimes against humanity, against me for 50 years. To make everybody Godzilla, and they said, eat the ant, eat the ant, eat the ant, eat, I don't know. What religions are like this? Subscribe to my Substack. It is a sexual. He is burying. They are making dua for. We collect. I am unable to find a job. Finish my university, have a life of any kind, and they are saying, Allahumma ansur al-mujahideen. We collected money for the mujahid. I am not a Muslim. Am I not a Muslim? Where are my rights? Where is my life? Where is my work? Where is my university? Where is my freedom? Where is my liberty? You have, the only sympathy you have is for the terrorist and for the X and Z group who are working with those terrorists to force haram on the innocent and sell everybody into trafficking. You have sympathy only for the criminals, whatever they are, terrorist or government. You don't have sympathy and empathy for anybody else. She's a criminal. If you see, since all the murders were like that, and she says we are on a liberation and freedom mission. There are she's saying, she's a mentally ill creature, and she is threatening me. Neighbors brought her in the middle of the night. She opens the door while I am as all the murders, they were like this. Everybody would disappear in. They say الملك يمين is somebody sexual slave owned by everybody. She obeys the orders. We say to her, ما منعك ألا تسجد لما أمرتك ولمن أمرتك. You kneel and bow for whom we ordered you to bow and kneel for. She's saying, she's a mentally ill creature. She got no business. All the murders were like this. The neighbors would say to them from the windows, beat her to death. She is refusing to be doing haram with everybody and coming into our house and the other houses and the mosque to fornicate with us. Beat her to death, kill her. And everybody was beating me to death and committing crimes against humanity, against me. She was threatening me this morning, and she said to me, don't go into our house with your dirty shoes. The shoes I use, the only thing I do, she is a haram doer criminal, a black magician. She was brought by the haram doers. My sister was saying to me, whenever I see you, you are doing exams and you are going into a new university and a university. Aren't you going to finish those universities at all? And she ruined my job, my university, my everything. And look at me in a hole. Is God going to, inshallah, a huge tragedy and a huge, even her husband, this sister and all of them, all the supposes of my siblings, and even my siblings and relatives and everybody, they tried to kill me. All of them, they tried to kill me. A bunch of criminals supporting one another. Whenever she sees me going to university, whenever they hear I am doing a job, I am in a job or going to a university, all my siblings and relatives and everybody and the neighborhood and X and Z, they ruin it for me. None of them are expelled from their works. Everybody have their lives and the stuff that they do. And my mom says she wants something that doesn't belong to her. She wants job university and her daughters and her boys and X and Z and those aiding them and the relatives, those aiding them in crimes against humanity, against me. She wanted something that doesn't belong to her. What is this something that doesn't belong? Job University having liberty, freedom, and the greatest life. Is it allocated only for you and your relatives? An X and Z? An X and Z? Ilmer was threatening me this morning. And I am going, I don't know. And I am going to wear high heels. She is wearing a sandal. She is wearing a sandal and saying to me, don't go into the house with your dirty shoes. And the high heels belongs to X and Z. My sister is wearing the golden shoes. This sister called it Samira. The golden shoe. They raped me and thrown me from the 10th floor. Till this day, I am unable to graduate. And every now and then she comes wearing el golden. And for her wedding, she wore golden shoes. El golden shoes. I brought golden shoes for my graduation. I never graduated. They raped me and thrown me from the 10th floor. She comes with the golden shoes. And he's reciting إني وجدت امرأة سبا Bilqis, the woman who owns the slaves. And even my other sister, she wears high heels. And they are saying to me, even the shoes I use it for الوضوء. I use it for الوضوء and for showering and stuff like that. And for other stuff. And she's saying to me, don't use your dirty shoes in our house. What is this? She never prays. She's a black magician, haram door. She's a black magician, haram door. A black magician, haram door. Out of her mind. And she was even waving a knife. She was waving, and I went to the kitchen. She brought a knife. Every day it is like this. I will bring you beneath my feet. El food she cooks, she is cooking for el people fasting. She puts el food in her dirty, stinky feet. El food that she is cooking for the people fasting, she brings all the garbage in the house. She put it beside el food she is cooking for the people fasting. And she puts her 2 feet on the table in front of the window of the neighbors. El food she is cooking for the people fasting. What is this haram doer? Haram doer criminal. And day and night she is listening to Asma is doing you a favor. Except the deal of her and the other haram doers. Sexual slavery. She is putting muhadara. An Islamic lecture. Sexual slavery is something great. Asma is doing you favors. Except sexual slavery deal. She brings the food of the people fasting and the garbage and everybody and everything and puts it beside the food of the people fasting and her dirty feet. She never does wudu, prays or anything, and she puts with a knife, with a rope, with I don't know lighter, the stuff, and they say we will set the house on fire. She's a mad criminal. She is a mad criminal. She was threatening me with a knife, like the other crazy sibling. That he's a haram doer, organ harvester. He looks like a guy called Abdurrahman Sos. He was a haram doer. I went to buy books from a place called Sahan, and he came. He came, and I was searching for jobs there for the youth I was working for. He brought a man who never shaved his beard or his mustache. His eyes. She comes to me some days with red eyes. She says, my sister said, I will bring you a red veil. A red veil. And she where my other sister sits, her name is Samira. يعني أنا ما وريتكيش العين الحمراء. أنا هوريك العين الحمراء. I am telling entire humanity. I don't want anything. I am not less than them. They are haramiyin. They robbed me. I was robbed and stolen. And what becoming great like everybody was robbed from me and it was given to them. They would turn it into Godzillas at the expense of ruining me and my life. She was chasing me with a knife, and in a place that my sister sits, and she put a sandal that is worn by the Sheikh is an X and Z, and they are using black magic. This is a cult of crimes and black magic and haram. It is not even يعني this is not the religion of Islam ولا Judaism ولا Christianity. Those are gangsters using even chemical warfare and black magic. They put even in oils of the black magic in the place, in every place that is glass, and they are saying the something that is occurring. It is not even something that can be removed or elevated by the oils of the black magic. An axe and knife and I don't know, X and Z. She's a haram doer. She's a haram doer. And she says from every mail was, since I came 2009, it was like this. They used to say to me, go and search for other places to live at. And Muslim males were saying to me, come and live. Even there was a Jordanian man at a place called Saad al-Din supermarket. He said to me, he said, I worked, it was 2017 or 18. He said to me, I will take you to Jordan. I will make you, and there is another guy, a Tanzanian man. He said, I will make you a billionaire, a Tanzanian and a Jordanian. Come live with us out of wedlock. And I will make you a billionaire. The only thing, and since I came in 2009, they are saying to me, go live on your own. Go and live on your, I don't have money. I don't have a job. I don't know anybody. Everybody is beating me, trying to kill me. I am searching for a place to travel to study and find employment at, in and at. They are saying, we want you out of the house. I even want to leave this entire nation. Not only their house, the entire nation. And she makes her ears right, her eyes severely dark red. هوريك العين الحمراء. She's a criminal. The only thing, I never went on a date. Even my graduation party, I didn't, and they ruined me and my entire life. This is the area of sexual slavery, group sex, coercing into crimes against humanity. They are organ harvesters. They sell people into trafficking and they harvest their organs. I had a period twice in Ramadan. I am having a ministerial period. My mom is saying to me, they say there is a Rabb and there is Ilah. They give you induced coma. They did something to me and they gave me ministerial period because they said at the beginning of Ramadan, don't fast. A sexual slave owner, when he says you don't fast, you don't fast. They are a bunch of criminals and haram doers. They gave me ministerial period twice in Ramadan, and near-death illness and black magic and X and Z. She's a haram doer, criminal enterprise. And everybody in and outside of the house, they work for this criminal enterprise. I am writing something. I saw a little, the genius, he's just like the genius, another genius Palestinian, another genius, just like a genius retard in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, who is saying, he's saying, I began saving, investing money, and he is wearing something bracelet, and he talks with, it is electronic bracelet, and his father is teaching him how to invest and save money, and everybody, nobody talks except a little baby, and Ahmed al-Shuqairi is saying to him, say this prayer, it is a great prayer, Allahumma rzuqni warzuq minni, God make me a billionaire. This is something never done. It is, if you say to my mom, I give them all of them, there is only one sister who gives me 100 US dollars. I give some of it, majority of it, to those unemployed. Anybody else in this household, they are billionaires for themselves. They are billionaires for themselves. And they say it is هو مالي وتيته على علم, and this is like a pact I made with, it is like the Faust novel of Goethe, the pact they made with the devil. Make everybody poor so you are capable of enslaving them. And he says, a little boy saying, he is Steve Wojtkoff, I invest my money in real estate. A little Saudi retard, his father is retard, the manager of the children's park is retard, and the only brilliant genius is a little baby, and he's saying, say this prayer, Allahumma rzuqni warzuq minni, make me a billionaire so everybody becomes a billionaire. They are chopping ill people and harvesting them and selling them into trafficking, so they become Godzillas and billionaire at the expense of enslaving everybody. And the other بقى Palestinian retard. He's saying, I made a deal, my father and mother, they made a deal with the PPC, and they tricked me at the commentary. I was the narrator, I was the actor, and then they terminated a contract, and they deleted stuff from all of it. It is erased from YouTube. It was a prominent Muslims, they say to me, like the first lecture, first episode of Ghaith. I wanted to become a football player, then that became impossible player. It is great to see the dream you were unable to achieve given to somebody else achieving it. A bunch of criminals. I am writing something on poverty in economics. And this Palestinian retard is saying, all of them, they are geniuses and miracle. And it was contract was terminated. The commentary, I was the narrator, and he's speaking in British English. I was the narrator, I was the actor, and the PPC deceived us. And later on, I found it was not an agreement, was not that I was supposed to receive hundreds of billions of US one documentary. I am studying 50 years of my life, unable to graduate, no work, no life of any kind. Muslim geniuses, mosque is collecting money for them. Allahumma ansur al-mujahideen wal-mujahidat. Allahumma a'izzahum wa ansurhum. Everybody else is retarded. Is sold into trafficking, and they are forcing sexual slavery upon them and making them retarded, and they are collecting Muslim. They say to me, our 4 years old are miracles, are geniuses. Ahmed al-Shuqairi and his 10th episode, Allahumma rzuqni warzuq minni. He's 10 years old, or 7 years old, whatever. He's with his father, and he's Steve Wojtkoff. At 7 years old, 10 years old. The other Muslim genius, 10 years old, making the commentary with the BBC. And they robbed him, and they stole him. We are going to take the BBC to the courts. They did this to me. No job, no university. 50 years of trafficking. I don't have, well, I am sorry, well, a compensation for anything. Yesterday, well, the day before, he was talking about an episode, Ahmed al-Shuqairi, about pain. And he is saying the highest form of pain endured by any human is fractures. Ask my mom and everybody on planet Earth how I was screaming day and night because of those fractures. Until this day, everybody on planet Earth is beating me to death. Everybody, he's saying in his episode, the day before, Al-Alam, he made like the Federal Reserve. Bam, bam, will be bam, bam, bam. And they gave me peptic ulcer to coerce me into haram. And Ahmed al-Shuqairi is saying the highest pain endured by anybody on planet Earth is not even the pain a person goes via during delivering a baby. The highest form of pain that anybody can endure is the pain of fractures. And every day I am beaten to death in the work, at the university, in the streets, 50 years like this, and no sorry and no compensation of any kind. And everybody is saying this and that will be occurring to you, rescue me humanity. I am writing an article about those episodes that were stolen from me. Those are the things that I was seen. Talata is the stuff I was studying on my own.